Good morning from Okinawa, Japan, home of OkiSubies. In today's video, we're going to explain to you where the fuel pump's located on the Subaru and show you how to change it. Stay tuned. If you've ever owned a vehicle other than a Subaru, you're probably expecting to drop the gas tank to replace the fuel pump, but Subaru has made it easy for us. It's located right inside your car behind the back seat. So remove the back seat, let's replace this fuel pump. I'll show you just how easy it is. So to remove the back seat is extremely easy, and you can do everything with a 12mm socket on a ratchet. And so we already kind of removed the bolts. It's a 12mm and they're located right here at the bottom on this bracket. And you unscrew them, one on this side, one on this side. And then to remove the back, there's actually a hook that's located back here underneath the seat. Unhook it from the back and then pull it up. Now the back seat, the bottom of the back seat is out. We'll remove the back of the back seat. There's 3 bolts, one here, and one here. They're all 12 mils. Subaru's making it easy. And they're all the same style bolt too, really cool. They all have that washer on them, so super useful for other projects if you wanted to repurpose them. There's also hooks here, here, and here, and they also hook on the metal rods on the top of the seat. So you just lift up just like I did and it'll come right off. Almost there. We have this insulator mat here. Behind the insulator mat is a bar that's also held on by 12mm bolts, and then we have this little divider here too, this plastic divider. So held on at the top, they're held on by little clips, and you'll use a clip removal tool or vice grips or a screwdriver or whatever you choose to use. We use a removal tool so we can reuse them. Those are the easiest those clips have ever come out, so it's a good sign. So now with the back off, we have access to the trunk. And so this mat here, you fold it back and it gives you a visual on the cover. We'll just use a Phillips screwdriver, remove these 4 screws, remove the top, and it'll reveal to us the top of the fuel pump sending unit. Got a little seal there to help with smell. So this is the top of the sending unit here. This is what this connector here sends power to so that the fuel pump can prime and kick on. This is the pressure line here, the return line, and then the vacuum line. Before we take the fuel pump completely out, we want to take these lines off. But before we do that, we want them clean so we don't get any junk in the tank. So we use brake clean. We just spray around the edges like this. Try and get all the dirt from around the tank so it doesn't go in. And we're going to relieve the pressure right now by opening up the gas door, opening the cap, then we'll reinstall it immediately after. But so there's probably some pressure on it if you hear it. Okay, we're back over here. Take the connector off first. We'll simply just push down and pull. Tuck it out of the way. Another thing that I like to do, or OkiSubies likes to do, we use WD-40 to kind of lubricate things. Also, yeah, these clamps will get in the way of the hoses being stored. So I'm trying to bring those forward. And then trying to spray some WD-40 on the connections right there. Yeah, and you just rotate. So you just squeeze onto it. The reason I use these is it's really hard to tear a line using these. And so you just kind of grab hold of it and twist it until it's got some movement on it. And then you know it's ready. And then for the last one, they make a tool for it, but it's real simple. You just push down these white tabs here, and then you push back on the actual connector itself. Sometimes it can be stubborn. You gotta try and release them at the same time. That's what that tool's all about. There you go. Just like that. And now it's time for 8mm nuts. So with all the bolts out, it's ready to come. So we just want to put the soft lines to the side and pull up on it. It'll start to come out immediately. And then it's all about angles. So we have the sending unit that's in there and the fuel pump. So it comes out just like that. And now it's all a timing game. Well, I could use this too. It's pretty smart for the drippage. So this is the fuel pump out of the car right here, sitting on the hanger. It's connected to the actual assembly. On the back side, it has a sitting unit that's connected to your gauge cluster in the front. So when this goes up, when you put gas in it, this float goes up and it shows that you have gas inside of the car or in the tank. And then as it goes down, your gas gauge will mirror it. So this is what a fuel pump looks like removed. So we're gonna take and remove this fuel pump and install a new fuel pump. And the kits that you can get plug and play ones, you can get universal ones. Either or is extremely straightforward. And so we remove it. It comes with a plug and play harness that plugs right in up here at the top and then plugs into the new pump, a new hose, a new filter. It's all really simple. But that's how you remove a fuel pump. Hope you enjoy the video. Thanks. So this is a version 5 GC8. And so in the older models, they're green, but they're both located in the same spot, and that's right here. If the fuse is blown, that will prevent your fuel pump from priming and the car from starting.